Tanea Smith believes that nothing will ever be able to replace the personal touch of a handwritten note. So she's designing stationery with fun phrases to help inspire those who usually log into their email when they have something to say. Let's meet her and find out some great tips on how to write handwritten notes. So I love your line. It's inspirational. It's incredible. It's geared to the woman. How did you get started?
I started in 2007 after the birth of my daughter. I was at home on maternity leave and I knew I'd be going back to work, but I wanted to try and figure out what the next phase of my life would be. And I started tooling around with the idea of doing a line of stationery. Me and my big sister came up with the idea of doing a stationery line back in 2002. And she called me and she says, well, Tanea, I've got the name for the line. So I said, okay, what's the name? And she's like, Tanea, she's got papers. I sat down with the graphic designer. The first thing that we did was design the logo. And I said to her, I want to do like a parchment paper. I want to do a pen with a hand. I said, and let's do something really beautiful with the hand. I said, let's do a glove. And my grandmother always wore pearls.
So Tanea, this is your home office?
Yes. This is where I create all the magic.
Oh, I love it. Show me some of your magic.
Okay, come on over.
All right.
She's got papers is for the thinking woman.
It is. It is for the thinking woman.
It is. And also too for children, you have to get kids started with, you know, proper etiquette very early, which is why I definitely wanted to do a children's line. The baby business card was the first piece from the collection. Yes, I designed the Babes collection first, which is my kids' line. The intention really behind it was to give them something catchy and something cute, but also to keep with the theme behind She's Got Papers, which is I can do anything I want. Yes, I can do anything I want to do. My first collection, I call it the basics, because it really was the basics. I didn't know, I mean, are people going to like this? Are people going to understand it? I felt that if I did a collection that it would have to be very different than what's on the market now. So I knew out of the gate I wouldn't be doing any happy birthdays, you know, because Hallmark has the market cornered on happy birthdays. So I knew I wouldn't be doing that. I knew I wanted to do something, you know, that made a statement. And so once I did the basics, and then I said, okay, well, now I want to do a second collection. I called that line the Ascension. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know where I'm going. And a lot of the Ascension collection came from the feedback that I got from other women. And it also, you know, I meet women all the time and they say, well, you know, what is the occasion? The occasion for She's Got Papers is life. There is a piece for everything you could be going through at one time. With the basics, I had the pictures first. With the Ascension collection, I had the words. Yeah, like some women would say to me, well, do you have a thank you note? I want to do something generic. So I did a piece called As a Courtesy. And it's like a church hat. And there's a woman and she's holding her hat, you know, like
with the
holding
glove?
her hat. Yes, with the glove.
And the pearls.
Because it's so, that's so, you can send it to say thank you for a fur coat. You can say, you know, thank you for watching my kids in a pinch. You know, whatever it is, it's easily relatable. You know, and it transcends, and that's really what my goal was with the collection. You know, I get a lot of questions now from a lot of women who want to start their own businesses, and they say, well, you know, what are some of the things that you should do? I've got a supreme team. I call it the dream team. Of people who work with me. I mean, my web designer is fantastic. I mean, someone I've never ever met in my life, and we're working together now 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
But she really understands the brand, and she understands me. So we work really, really well together. Also, the woman that I work with on my illustration was sent straight from God. I mean, because literally anything and she will tell you, like, I think I drive her crazy because I am a perfectionist at this, but anything that I have in my head, she can actually get down on paper.
Really?
Yes. You always know who your people are.
You do. You get that gut feeling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is that how you really work? You work with your gut?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've not worked with people because I just didn't feel like the vibe was right.
Did you go through any resources, organizations to help you along the way?
No, I'm not with financial backing.
Okay.
I belong to a really, really great group.
All right.
In New York City, where I'm from. It's called Savor the Success. We meet once a month, and we have sort of like we do like a mastermind group, and we have like special guests come in and talk about different things, and then we'll have breakout sessions, and you get to kind of figure out what it is you have to offer. Savor the Success, I have to say, is like the number one, organization. Of course, there's the switchboards.
What's that?
The switchboards is only online now.
Oh, really?
And they have a lot of different resources too, as far as like if you're looking for a printer, if you're trying to figure out how to set up a wholesale account, things like that. I do have a 5-year plan. We are right now looking for wholesale accounts, so we're doing a lot of that. We would, of course, love to see She's Got Papers in the paper stores, but also in places that you wouldn't necessarily think that you'd see stationery. I would love to see the Just As I Am card, or the Gems card, or this card on mentorship, the Character Couture card, which is all about fashion. I'd love to see that in a boutique. So who's to say that you can only get paper at a stationery store?
Exactly.
So in 5 years we'll have our own She's Got Paper shops, and it'll be a nice place. I'd like to have it kind of look like a living room.
I want to be there when you cut the ribbon.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Deal.
Looks like Tanea found a way to keep the art of handwritten notes alive by helping customers create their own personal touch on paper.